That was a lovely intro.
Waza.
Oh boy. All right, I have a question to start off the podcast for you. Okay, it's picture this scenario. You wake up. You're in a Doctor Who episode.
Okay.
All right, I like it so far.
But you're one of the people who randomly gets killed.
I don't like this.
Okay, yeah, I'm liking it a little bit less.
Which alien is it? What alien does you in?
Probably the Cybermen.
Oh,
something.
Weeping
lame.
Angels, 100%.
Weeping Angels. Weeping Angels isn't bad. I'm leaning toward Weeping Angels. Because at the very least, with the Weeping Angels, you get to live your life.
That's true.
That's true.
And it's fairly quick.
Yes. It's just all of a sudden, boop, you're back in 1941.
Yep.
Everyone loves
I figured for me
1941.
it'd be something lame like the Cybermen.
Oh.
Or just the mannequins.
Yeah, the mannequins. Oh, jeez. Remember the mannequins?
Yeah.
Man, I'm getting like PTSD flashbacks to Doctor Who now. Oh my god, it's been so long since I watched Doctor Who.
Oh man.
I remember when I still feel like I'm reeling from when they chose the last Doctor, the one after what's his name? Matt
Smith. Oh,
Matt Smith.
You're still stuck on Peter Capaldi.
Yeah, I still feel like I'm reeling from that. And we're already on the next Doctor after that.
Yep.
I feel like I'm so far behind. I'm generations behind.
Yeah,
I guess I literally am. And they're
It's
probably going to be done with her fairly soon.
Yeah.
'Cause I feel like she came in, or actually, I have zero clue how long she's been the Doctor.
I think they've had 2 seasons with her.
Okay, so she's probably still got a bit then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just stopped watching in the middle of Matt's.
Yeah, I stopped.
Stopped.
I stopped in season 7 because I was watching it and I was like, "This is terrible," and I just gave up.
Yeah, once what's his name became the showrunner, it basically just fell to pieces.
Stephen Moffat.
Yeah,
I'll give Stephen Moffat credit. Seasons 5 and 6 were pretty good and had some great episodes. They also had some terrible episodes.
Yeah,
like every single time the Weeping Angels show up after Blink, they're terrible. They
really are.
They keep getting worse. Although I have heard that they show up as like kind of a side villain in a few episodes, and they're pretty good there because they're not the focus. But anytime they're the focus of an episode after Blink, they suck.
Yeah.
Remember when the Statue of Liberty was a Weeping Angel?
Oh my god. I forgot about that.
Remember how it was never explained?
What a man. Moffat, you're a weirdo, man.
How the heck does the Statue of Liberty go from the island out in the middle, out off the coast of Manhattan, all the way to the building, that specific building where they're at, twice without anyone looking in that direction in New York City?
That is a darn good question.
Yeah. Well, at the very least, I've heard that it gets worse after Stephen Moffat leaves.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah.
I didn't even wait. Did he leave? I didn't even know he left.
He left in season 10, and then they got the current Doctor, and from what I've heard, it's even worse.
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
They did get Alan Cumming to play King James in one episode.
Hey. At least we have that.
At least there's that. So welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This has been our overly long, almost 5-minute intro. First time for that into a brand new episode of Talk the Plank.
This is our Doctor Who fan cast. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
Welcome to a bunch of 20-somethings complaining about Doctor Who.
After we haven't watched it for like a decade.
Well, we haven't even watched it.
Well, maybe we'll get into that a little later. Maybe there was a reason I brought up Doctor Who. Maybe.
But
welcome. We still are working on the planks, but enough about that. Aaron.
Yes, it's time for me to shine.
Bam.
let's see. It's been what, 2 weeks ish since we last met up.
3 weeks, yeah. I
Yeah,
think 2.
yeah. I see September 12th here. We sent the messages, which I think that was the last time we broadcasted. So
Yes, yes.
let's see. I'll start with what I've watched since then. I've still been watching Soul Eater. I think I mentioned that last time I was on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I still been burning through that. That's 51 episodes, and I've been taking it super slow, just like watching like 1 or 2 episodes a day. Have either of you watched Soul Eater before?
Yes.
Yes, I have.
Oh, okay.
I freaking love it. I freaking love
Yeah,
that show.
I'm currently on episode 21 where they're going. Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Where they're going underground under DWMA to stop the Kishin from being awakened, and Maka, Maka just beat Krona in a fight and like the black blooded them or whatever. So yeah, that's where I was last time I watched. Though I also haven't been watching it for a little bit because I started watching The Boys, which is
I've heard many good things about The Boys.
It is a very good show. There's like so many different critiques and like messages going on underneath the surface there. It's almost dizzying trying to keep them all in check. Like critiques of the military, of like superhero media, of like corporate media. It's crazy. There's so much going on in that show. It's nuts. But yeah, no, it's absolutely fantastic. It's such a great like parody of the superhero genre. Definitely the one we needed right now. But yeah, I would highly recommend it. Very, very, very good. Can't really think of much else to say on that front because I don't think I've really watched anything else. I'm actually going out with my parents tonight to see Kajillionaire. Have you guys seen any trailers for that?
This is actually the first I'm hearing about it.
It's a movie about this this woman who's basically raised by a scam artist, and she's basically a super good scam artist herself. And it's basically about her and her family being scam artists and doing scam artist things. Seems like it's really good. I mean, it's pretty highly rated right now, and it's one of the few films that have come back to theaters.
Okay, on a scale of what was that Adam Sandler movie that came out like last year where he was a scam artist?
Uncut Gems.
Uncut Gems. Okay. On a scale of Uncut Gems to Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, what's the tone here?
Okay. More Dirty Rotten Scoundrels than Uncut Gems.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say it looks from the trailers. It looks like it's probably middle of the road. Like there's like it looks very comedic, definitely more comedic than Uncut Gems. I will say after seeing that movie, my God, you feel gross coming out of that movie. You feel like you need to take a shower.
I need to watch it. I need to watch it.
It's God, it's so good. But I also I don't know, maybe the trailers are making it seem more lighthearted than it actually is, and you go in and you see it, and it actually is sort of it makes you feel slimy.
Well, I mean,
though it also
like,
does
the
sort of drama like
Death of Stalin trailers made it seem like an outright comedy, and it's not.
Yeah, especially with the ending. My God, the dark ending.
I love that ending so much, man.
Yeah, it's so sudden. I love that movie. That's a good movie. But yeah, we're gonna go out to see that tonight. And I think really in terms of stuff I've been watching, that's basically been it. Basically I've just been watching Soul Eater, The Boys, and then I guess I can say I didn't watch this, but I did listen to this. Have you guys heard of Radio Rental?
Was that the podcast you were talking about last week?
Oh, was I talking about it last week?
Haunted VHS tapes or whatever.
Oh yeah, okay.
Like
I was okay. I did talk about it. Yeah. No, it has what's his face from The Office, who plays Dwight, the guy who plays Dwight from The Office.
Okay,
he's like the host of it. Yeah, and people get on and they tell like spooky stories or like supernatural stories that really happened, or so they say. But
what are you talking about? It's all real.
100%. but that's a really interesting podcast. I really enjoyed that. Most of the podcast or most of the topics aren't like actually supernatural, but they're just sort of like weird or even frightening happenings. Like one guy tells the story of the plane of he was on board the plane where the hijacker who first used a shoe bomb was on there, which is basically the whole reason we have to take our shoes off at the airport now.
Oh
And he was
yeah.
on the plane when that first happened. And so he told the story of basically what happened on the plane. Because luckily they managed to get onto the ground safe, but they intercepted the bomb or whatever. But they tell a lot of stories like that, or stories. There's like 3 different stories on there where a person meets a serial killer, didn't realize they were a serial killer at the time, and then later, when the serial killer gets caught, they turned on the news and they're like, "Oh my god, it was the serial killer all along." That's
Dun, dun,
crazy. I don't
dun.
know how they got like 3 separate stories about that. It's absolutely nuts.
It
But
seems to be a common occurrence.
yeah. Yeah, that's a great podcast. I'd highly recommend that. In terms of what I've been playing, I've basically been playing for the last week nothing but Hades. Have you guys heard of
Oh
Hades?
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah, it's the new Supergiant game from the guys who made Bastion, Transistor, etc. Oh my god, it's so good.
Quote unquote new.
Yeah, obviously,
It's
yeah, it's
been
been
an,
in
it,
early
but it
access.
just got out of early access.
Yeah, 1.0. Oh my god, it's so good, and it's on the Switch, so I would highly recommend it. Yeah, it's on Switch and PC. It is very, very, very good. I've been playing it. I've basically literally been playing it nonstop for the last week. Like I get on, I wake up, I go to run, I eat lunch, and then I basically just sit down and play it like all afternoon because that game is addictive. And you can knock out runs pretty fast, especially once you finally make it to the once you finish your first run. Um, After that, like you can basically just burn through runs because it's a roguelike. And it's one of the best roguelikes I think I've probably ever played. Um, and I have no idea how Supergiant does it. They are just absolute masters of having unique and interesting dialogue. Literally, I've played through the game. I've done, I think, by this point 40, maybe 50 runs of the game, and I'm still getting new dialogue every single time I run through. I don't know how they do it. They are wizards of this, which it's awesome because this is their first fully voice acted game, which they got
Oh.
fantastic voice actors for like all of the Greek gods and major like Greek mythological figures. They're all so good. They kill it. Um, I think this may genuinely be Supergiant's best game to date.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
That's throwing it down.
yeah. I think it has like a 92 or 93 on Metacritic or something like that too.
Oh,
So
jeez.
good. Yeah. So yeah, I would highly recommend that. Because that's one of my favorite games so far. 2020. 2020 has been a great year for games. My God, so many good games have been releasing,
There's been quite a few good games and a few
Yeah.
controversial ones.
and a few controversial ones, of course. Yes. But I'd say yeah, on the whole, very good year for games. Besides Hades, I only played the this name's such a mouthful. Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War Alpha online
Oh
with
boy.
my cousins. Yeah, what a title, that game. And the multiplayer is pretty fun. It feels a lot like Black Ops 4, which released 2 years ago. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's much more cartoony and arcadey than Modern Warfare, which released last year.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. They're gonna have to do some balancing definitely on a lot of the things, which I'm surprised it was an alpha. They released an alpha, but they're like a month and a half from launch. I don't know.
That's not an actual alpha.
Yeah, no, I was about to say like that close to launch an alpha. That's so strange. But
Like you can call in an alpha or even a beta, but that's not real.
yeah, no, made up, fictitious. But yeah, so that was pretty fun. And I think besides those two, those are the only real new things I've been playing. Um, yeah, I guess I did download Splunky 2, and I'm planning on playing that once I get the final ending of Hades, which I almost have. Um, I think I just have like 3 or 4 more runs that I have to win to get that, but we'll see. Um, but yeah, that's all I've been playing. Let's see, I've put down what I've been watching, listening to. Have any other major events happened? Oh, I guess I just 2 days ago. Let's see, what's today? Today, Saturday. We went Thursday. Yeah, 2 days ago. I went down to Houston and I got all moved out of my apartment down there because the
Yay!
lease finally went out. So yeah, that's finally all behind me.
It's
Thank
finally
goodness.
over.
Yeah, I'm so glad to be over and done with that, or at least I hope I'm over and done with that. I did.
Yeah.
I turned in all my stuff to the office, but the woman there maybe seemed a little bit confused. I told her I was like, "Yeah, I'm moving out. Here's my key card, my key. We got everything moved out. So I don't need to do anything else, right?" And she's like, "No, no, no, it's fine." But also, there was another person I called on the phone like a few days before that who was like, "Yeah, just now that you're moving out, we just need some like written letter from you confirming that you've been moving out and stuff." And that was a different woman, so I'm a little bit confused.
Hmm.
Hopefully, I won't have to
Mm.
to sign anything. If not, it's fine. I'll just call them and get it all squared away. But
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
At
we
this point, it should be done.
yeah, fingers crossed. But yeah, we moved back. We actually got a U-Haul because we had too much stuff to move out. We got a U-Haul. We moved everything into our garage out here, and I'm basically all done with that. Thank
Yeah.
goodness. Yep. So that's all squared away. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it for me. I've also been, in terms of music, I've been blasting the Hades soundtrack. I
Yes.
just wanted to throw
Yep.
that out there because the
Yeah.
soundtrack's so
Still,
good.
still
It's
Darren
so
Korb.
good. It's still Darren Korb, and he's
Awesome.
still killing it.
Awesome.
He's still killing it. Oh my god. It's so weird because their last game, Pyre, the soundtrack was way longer. Like I think it was like 2 or 3 times the length of the current soundtrack. It's only
Oh
30
wow.
songs. But I mean it makes sense because Hades is a roguelike,
Yeah.
so there's a limited number of stages.
Yeah.
And so basically stages just reuse a bunch of songs. And the songs that they use are really long. Like on the soundtrack, like each stage song is like 7, 8 minutes long.
Oh wow.
Um, yeah, and that's like all of the songs on the soundtrack. So it's probably close to the to equal length with Pyre actually, because Pyre had a lot of shorter songs. But yeah, so it's only like 30 tracks long, but most of them are pretty long, and like half the song is like, um, especially when it comes to boss battles, like the introductory music. So when you first talk to the boss, because of course there's dialogue, because there's always dialogue, and there's so much dialogue. Um, and then there's the other half is like when the fight actually starts, and it's so good. It's so good. And my favorite tracks is always are the vocal tracks they do,
Of
especially
course.
the credits song for the game are just oh so good. Anyway, yep. So that just about covers it for me. I don't really have much else to talk about.
All right. Well, Mitchell.
Let's see. I haven't really done too much, I don't think. Mostly just played more Xenoblade.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
Okay.
Yeah.
What? Where are you on the structure?
Let's see. Well, things are moving right now.
Yes.
That's about it.
Yes.
Um,
Okay.
I'm-
I know
I'm
what you
getting
mean.
to things.
I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, that's about it.
All right. All right.
I've
Good to
been
know.
basically just grinding up Affinity for a little
Mhm.
bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, just knocking out some heart to hearts before I head out.
Yeah. If you wait a little bit more, if you get to like level 80 something or whatever, there's a enemy in Aerith Sea that you can find, a unique enemy that constantly causes like sleep if you hit it. And what you can do is you can just farm affinity from that by just picking up your party members out of sleep.
Yeah,
So that's probably what I'm going to end up doing to just max it all out.
I've been trading stuff for items that they like and gifting
Oh, yeah.
them.
That works too.
Yeah. Let's see. Other than that, I've been playing. I played a little bit of Xenoblade X farming,
Yeah.
and I farmed for like 3 hours straight. and then my Wii U pad lost connection with the Wii U and closed.
Oh no!
Oh,
And I lost
no.
3 hours of grinding.
Oh
Ah, no.
And I haven't picked it up in like the last week.
no! Yeah.
Oh, that's
I'm so
awful.
salty.
Oh no!
I just had it down for like 2 seconds to go get a glass of water. When I came back, it's like, oh, we lost connection. Screw you. I'm turning off now.
Oh, I've had that, dude. I had that happen with. I've lost like hours of progress when I played through Persona 3 the first time, because when you play through Persona 3, it doesn't save on the floor you're at in Tartarus. So when you die, you lose. You go back. You have to reload a save. And so I'd be going through doing like an hour-long stint through Tartarus, and then I ate a bad Hama skill. I'm dead.
Oh, that sucks. That's so
Sounds
bad.
about right.
Yep.
Man, thank God Persona 5 is so much better in that regard.
In that regard, I
God.
suppose. In many other regards as well.
Thank God Persona 5 is the superior game in the series. So much better than all of the other Persona games. I know this because I've played them all. I've played every single one, and I can confirm that Persona 5 is the best.
Keep working, please. Hold on.
Oh boy.
There's acting up again.
Well,
Yeah,
it caused some entertainment.
Yeah.
That was quality content. This is the podcast that they pay for.
Wait, they're paying for this?
Oh,
Do I get a cut of this?
Do
I get royalties?
Mitchell, what else have you been doing? Mitchell?
Mitchell has died.
Oh no, Mitchell has died.
Hello?
Oh,
Hello?
there he is.
Okay, I lost about a minute there.
Okay, you're back.
Yeah, I'm back. Or listen later.
Yeah.
So let's see. Lost progress in Xenoblade X.
Yes.
Did a couple more levels in Fire Emblem Awakening. I picked that back up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That certainly is a video game.
Yes,
I
it is.
played like an hour before I go to bed just to wind down.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's a good one to
I forgot
wind
how
down.
quickly Donnie gets overpowered.
Yeah.
Let's see. Other than that,
Are you running Seth in that game?
no.
Ah, darn. Not even worth it. If you can't get Seth, why even bother?
Oh boy.
That's why Fire Emblem Awakening is my favorite game, because you can get Seth.
Let's see.
Oh
man.
Wait, can
Zach.
you? Can you?
You can, yes.
Oh yeah.
I remember.
Yeah, I remember.
It was my big thing. I literally wouldn't play the game unless I get Seth, because he's my favorite character from Fire Emblem: The Sacred Stones, or whatever it's called, the Sacred whatever.
I think it's Sacred Stones.
Sacred Stones.
I
Yeah.
think it's that sounds right.
Yeah. Let's see. Me and Nelson played like a few hours of TF2.
Yes,
We'll
we
do some
did.
of that.
Oh, nice.
TF2 is
I don't
great.
know why it took you like 200 hours to find a main. I found mine in like 5 minutes.
Well, yeah, because
Pyro.
you run around WM1ing as Pyro, and you're like, hey, I can do it.
Yeah. It's a first-person shooter, and I can't aim to save my life. But with Pyro, I don't need to.
Oh, that's rough for Pyro mains. Did you hear that? Pyro doesn't need to aim. Actually, Pyro does kind of require aiming now because, like, okay, so.
All right, fine, explain it.
When they came out with, okay, so Pyro for a while was kind of crap. It was really, Pyro was really bad, and the way the flame particles worked was really weird. Like, if you aimed down at the ground, you had longer range sometimes, and it had this really weird range that was really hard to actually, like, figure out, because it wasn't that the flame particles hit someone and they catch on fire. It was really weird. So then they came out with the Jungle Inferno update, which was the big Pyro update, and they redid all the flame particles and everything, and it was really good. Issue is, Pyro got kind of busted, and he was really, really good. And so people just started WM1ing, where you just hold W and mouse 1 and just you win. And that's what people did. And then they came out
Sounds like a
with
superior strat.
and then a little bit later they came out with the Blue Moon update, which was the biggest like minor update that I've ever seen for the game. They reworked a lot of Pyro's the way Pyro's flames work, so now it does 50% damage when you first hit someone, but as you hold the flames on them, it ramps up to 200% damage.
Dang.
So
my
Pyro
God.
does require aiming.
I never would have believed it if I hadn't heard it myself.
Yes.
It seems complicated. I just like to set things on fire.
That's fair. That's fair. I'll get you some flare guns, and then you can mess around with those.
Or buy my own. Or
Oh.
just have to Google how to do it.
They deal mini crits on burning targets.
Ooh, all right. Or Google where to buy the weapons or whatever.
Okay. So that was another thing. I'm sorry. I really
All
enjoy
right,
Team
keep
Fortress
going.
2. So what the way Pyro works is that if you click mouse 2, if you right click, you do an air blast. And air blast can reflect rockets, it can reflect explosives, it can push sticky bombs and stuff. But
You can push snipers off a platform.
yes, you can. You can also go up to players and push them. The thing is, it used to put them in a specific pattern, it would push them in a specific way, and they couldn't move out of it at all. So Pyros would do that, and then they would and then what you can do is if a player is on fire, if you hit them with a flare gun, it deals mini crits.
Oh my God.
So
You would
set them on fire, air blast.
you would do what is
flare
called
gun.
puff and sting. You would puff the flamethrower at them, air blast, and sting them with the flare gun. And there's a specific flamethrower called the degreaser, which has a faster weapon switch time that you could do it with.
Oh.
Dang.
So then in Jungle Inferno they were like, listen, this inescapable hit stun is terrible. So now you have a bit more control if you're being air blasted. You have a bit more control over where you can move, and soldiers wearing an item called the man treads are pretty much immune to air blast.
Okay.
So there's
Okay.
that. And there was also this weapon called the reserve shooter. And it's a shotgun that was originally only for the soldier. And what it was is if you knock someone up in the air with one of your rockets, you can pull out the shotgun and it'll deal mini crits on enemies in the air. So that it was intended for you shoot a rocket at their feet, pull out the reserve shooter, and bam, do a mini crit on them in the air. And then they
That's
put
awesome.
it on Pyro. I don't know why. I don't know.
That's so weird.
I don't know who decided to put it on Pyro, because it turns out if you air blast someone up into the air, it
They're
still
up in the
gives
air.
you mini crits. And back then, the air blast was in a specific arc. It pushed you in a specific way, so people got
So
it was really
to
easy.
aim in the air.
Yes.
You do what they would
And then
be.
there were people who just used scripts to do it for them because they were stupid. And then in Jungle Inferno, they nerfed the reserve shooter so that it only works on blast jumping opponents. So Soldier can still use it pretty well, but for Pyro, it's kind of worthless.
I'm so
Interesting.
sad. I lost something that I never knew I could have had.
No, I think the solution here is you just always
never
run with
felt so
Pyro and
much
Soldier.
Or something that I've never
Yes.
had.
Yeah, you can do it like a scout with the sun on a stick. There's a melee weapon the scout has called the sun on a stick. It's the worst weapon in the entire game because it deals like extra damage to burning targets. The issue is scout can't light enemies on fire at all. Also,
Just gotta kind of hope, cross your fingers and pray that a Pyro's nearby.
and there's a weapon that's even worse. It's called the sharpened volcano fragment. It's a weapon for Pyro. It's a melee weapon that lights people on fire.
Very
When you have a
interesting.
flamethrower.
Yes,
Okay.
you see the problem.
Yeah.
Why? Why? Why?
Let me see.
The literal only use it ever has is in one game mode called medieval mode, where it restricts you to certain weapons. Most classes can only use their melee weapons. So there, for Pyro, you might be able to make some use out of it, because you could light them on fire and then have a scout come and hit them with a sun on a stick. But that is literally the only thing you could do with it. And even then, there's a better melee weapon for Pyro in that situation. So it's worthless. So anyway, we played Team Fortress 2, and Mitchell found his main.
Yeah.
Excellent. I don't even remember who I mained back when I actually played it, like whenever it first launched. I'm pretty sure I just played Engineer, because I just like sitting in the base and building stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did mess with the Engineer a little bit.
Yeah. Either him or Scout, one of the two. I can't remember which. Two very different play styles.
Scout is a stick figure with a shotgun, and he's one of the best classes in the game.
Dang. Who's the worst?
In a competitive setting, Spy, because Spy it's really hard to get anything going with Spy, because it's so easy to spot a spy even when they're disguised, because all you have to do is talk. If a team is coordinating, all they have to do is say, "Hey, are you over here?" "No." "Oh, that's a spy." Bam.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, that's super easy.
Yeah, I can definitely see if you actually have a coordinated team, that Spy would kind of be.
But Spy is a pub stomper.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So it really depends on the situation.
Yeah.
Pyro's a bit weak. Heavy's a bit weak. Engineer, like, if Engineer gets going, Engineer's pretty good, but Engineer takes a while to get going.
Yeah.
Especially, setup.
Yeah, especially if you're not using the Gunslinger.
The Gunslinger? What is that? Does that give him a revolver?
Gunslinger is a melee weapon for Engineer, and Engineer's melee weapons are his wrenches that he uses to upgrade his sentries and his buildings. The Gunslinger replaces that with a robotic arm.
Huh.
And it gives the Engineer 25 more health, but it replaces his big sentries that upgrade from level 1 to level 2 to level 3 with a mini sentry. The mini sentry costs less ammo, or sorry, not ammo, metal. It costs less metal to build, it builds faster, and it starts off with 50 health and builds up to 100 health instead of the regular level 1 sentry starting at 0 and building up to, I think, 110.
Okay, I could definitely see how that's useful.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh. That's real neato.
Yeah.
So much different from... God, never even played.
When did you play Team Fortress 2? And did you play it on console?
Yeah, I played it on console back when it first released, so I didn't get any of the hats or any of the special items or anything.
Okay.
So I feel like the game would just be like totally revolutionarily different compared to how I would play.
I think back then, Engineer couldn't even move his buildings.
Yeah, no, I don't think he could.
Yeah, that's... I didn't play the game until way after Engineer could move his buildings.
Yeah, they literally never updated it on console. Like, I don't even think they updated it a single time.
Dude, I just heard some bits about that. The Xbox 360 version got like 6 updates total.
Oh, wow.
And the PS3 version never got updated.
Oh, that's very nice.
And
that's very good.
There's
Thanks,
some stuff in the game that was from the alpha version of the game. Like Demo Man's grenade launcher has 6 grenades in the PS3 version instead of 4.
Oh my god. What the heck?
It's
how did this
weird,
get
man.
released?
I guess because nobody thought, will people play this on the PS3? Nobody plays on the PS3 right now.
That's true. And that was true at the time.
Yes.
And then it continued to be true.
It continued to be true
every Valve game
for a long time.
Console.
Until finally the PS3 is like, if you're gonna go back and buy one of those 2 consoles, it's gonna be the PlayStation 3.
Yeah. But I meant because like nobody played any Valve games on console, or at least not multiplayer.
No.
Yeah.
What, are you gonna play Day of Defeat Source on freaking console?
Yeah, absolutely, man. 100%.
Counter-Strike on console.
I literally did. I played Counter-Strike Global Offensive back when it first launched on 360 back in like 2013,
Oh my
before the new
gosh.
consoles even came out. I think I played like 2 games. Was like, I'm not having any fun, and then stopped playing forever. And I don't
Yep,
think anybody plays it on console anymore.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Like, come on, let's play some Rainbow Six Siege on console.
Well, at least there are people on. At least there are people who play Rainbow Six Siege on console. At
Yeah,
least
I
they have
guess.
that. At least there's a base.
Yes, there is a player base.
Yeah. Speaking of multiplayer games or co-op games or whatever, one game I did forget to mention that I played literally just last night was Among Us. I got together a bunch of people. That game is so much fun. I've watched a ton of people stream it or watch YouTube videos of people playing it, but
Yeah,
man,
my
I was not
YouTube's
expecting
completely
how
flooded.
much fun. Man, Mitchell, you're looking kind of sus right now. I got to be honest.
Oh man, Mitchell sus,
I
kill him.
just saw Aaron vent.
Mitchell sus, kill him.
No, Aaron vented.
No, I didn't. I swear. I saw Mitchell vent. I saw Mitchell vent.
Look, Mitchell, I'm gonna be honest. I already voted for you, so
Yeah, it's over. Sorry, Mitchell. Mitchell was not the imposter.
For our audio listeners, Mitchell just left the Discord call for a bit.
As if I just got ejected into space.
Yes,
Yeah,
of course.
That was what I was going for.
Yes.
It's okay. I had a cable tied around your waist. I pulled you back.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Among Us is so much freaking fun. Oh my god, we should really get. We need to
list the games that we should get together and play.
Yes,
Yes,
that
we
should
should.
go on
We
the
need-
list.
All right, we're doing that.
Yeah.
Add to the
We
list.
need to get together like a bunch of people for that.
Yeah,
Though. Like we need
yeah.
like I would say like at least like 7 or 8. Though 10 is obviously the max and preferable. But yeah, we if we can get together like a full party, oh my god, that game's so much fun. I had a blast with it last night.
Well, I can probably get 2 more people.
Yeah, I don't. I could maybe get my older brother Evan. He
Yeah,
might be
I
willing to play. He might have a
honestly
few other
can't really
people too.
think of any of
Well,
my college friends
in that
who would
case,
go
I could
for it.
I could probably get 3 people, 2 friends and my brother.
God, that'd be so much fun.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Alright,
yeah.
we can
So I
work
played
with
that, and yeah, that's basically it.
Good game.
I was crewmate. Literally, I played like 6 or 7 games crewmate every single time. Didn't get to be imposter once.
Darn
I
it.
feel I felt like it was such a chip. I got shafted.
Yeah. Let's see.
Anyway,
Other than that, what else have I been playing? Oh, I played like 30 minutes of Monster Hunter.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
Again, I tried to do an online hunt, and I'm so out of practice. I'm so garbage now. I'm out of practice. I got to do a bunch of single player quests to get back into the groove.
Didn't they
Like,
just announce?
I don't remember any of my how to time dodges. I don't know my songs anymore. Ugh.
You're washed up, Mitchell.
I am. I got to get back into it. It's been too long. But well, Aaron, what was that?
I thought they had announced Monster Hunter World for Switch, but no, I was wrong. I decided to look it up.
Yeah, Monster Hunter
Rise.
Rise.
Okay.
Yeah, brand new.
Yeah, that was it. That was
Brand
it.
new
That was
one, but I've heard it's bringing a lot of the stuff that was in World to the Switch.
Yeah.
Basically.
Ah.
Yeah, it's kind of
Nice.
be a combo of World gameplay and like the more old-fashioned stuff.
So
game.
Mitchell's hoping for his
Game you're
Shark
gonna play.
Lance. Mitchell is hoping for his Shark Lance.
Yep, I need my Shark Lance. I want my dual blade mittens.
Oh my gosh.
You can pet the dog in Monster Hunter Rise, according to
and that's
Can
all
You Pet
that
the Dog?
matters.
There are
On
dogs
Twitter.
and you can pet them.
And that's all that
Such
matters.
a good boy.
He's very good. But RC, if I get that, I don't know yet.
Well, hopefully it's another good one.
I'm sure it's gonna be a good one. I just don't know if I'm gonna get it.
Oh, yeah. Mitchell
No,
over
no,
here
after I
being a
get
Monster
through-
Hunter snob.
No, not because of that, but after I'm still gonna get through G rank on Generations Ultimate. And after I get through that, I might be too burnt out to want to play another one for like a year.
What are you talking about, Mitchell? I thought this was the only game you played.
I mean, it feels like it, but I have my limits. Like, I'm still good at working through Generations Ultimate, which came out years ago. I don't know if I have the time to try and slot in a new one. I might have to take a break for a generation.
Oh no.
Just to retain my
no.
sanity.
You'll have to take a break for a Generations Ultimate. And he's gone again. And he's back.
I'm out of here. I'm leaving. I'm done. Anyway, let's see. I think that's about it. For me, that's about all I've done.
Alrighty.
Nice.
Yes.
What about you, Sir Zachary?
Yes, me. The big thing that happened for me is that my new job started.
Yay!
Oh! What's
So
that?
Finally, I'll be getting money again.
Hey.
I am a permanent sub at my local high school.
Nice.
Yeah.
So this year, because of all the COVID stuff, they decided to try having permanent subs for the district. So I go in every day and sub.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like you're literally like a full-time teacher.
I know,
But
it's
they consider you a sub?
it's
crazy.
like I'm a full-time teacher, except I don't have to do any of the work that a full-time teacher has to do.
That's oh my
Decent, at
god.
least.
That's
Do
crazy.
what?
Sounds decent at least. I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I go into the classroom, and if there's no note on there on the desk for me, or if I haven't heard anything, I just say, "All right, guys, go to Canvas, check if there's any work. If there's not, I'll call someone. There's always work on Canvas for them. They do all their stuff online, and I sit at the desk and keep an eye on them while I read a book."
Oh my god. That's amazing.
It's great. But because
That's so cool.
because I'm a permanent sub, they gave me a district laptop, so now I have a lot more information than I did when I was just a regular substitute teacher. Now I know when they're having like a staff meeting or something that I don't need to go to. Now I know when there's people who are going to be coming in late because of sports and whatever, or leaving early because of sports. And now I know when, oh look, we had a lockdown. Oh, the lockdown was because of a malfunction in the system.
Oh my god.
Isn't that great? Locked down
That
the
is.
high school and the nearby elementary school because there was a malfunction in the system. That puts a lot of faith in that system.
Yep.
That's basically on par to when the missile defense system malfunctioned in Hawaii. That's basically the same thing.
Yeah.
I mean, basically,
That's crazy.
It's
Oh my
it's
god.
basically like the movie War Games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
But,
awesome.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you finally get some information.
Yes.
That's so good. I remember when I taught at the karate school, I was literally in on like absolutely nothing,
Oh.
even as an assistant teacher. And so I would literally just show up and they'd be like, "All right, time to teach the kids." And we'd be like, "All right, we're gonna learn this this brand spanking new curriculum," and I would literally have no idea what the curriculum would be. And so I would literally learn along with the students, like I'd be watching from the sidelines as Mr. Anderson, if you remember him, was teaching it to the kids. And I'd be like, oh my god, okay. Their hand goes like this, chop block, high block. Oh my god. It's the most nerve-wracking thing in the world.
Yep. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
So that's awesome.
Yes, it is. And it's also nice to actually be able to communicate with the teacher when they're out for 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Because I have a school email as well, so that.
Oh yeah, I was about to ask. So you're a permanent sub. So how does that work? Like, is there always a teacher out?
Pretty much. Like, I'm mainly at the high school, so I'll probably almost always be at the high school. But basically, it's mainly there for, a teacher called in at 6:30 this morning and can't be there. Well, we can't find a sub, so
your all go too. Wow.
Or as was the case on my second day. Oh, this teacher left for lunch and she can't come back. Okay, go sub for her, and I did, and I've been subbing for her class for the past 2 weeks.
Oh wow. Is she sick or something?
Her daughter might have been exposed to COVID, so she's staying out, and I think it was her choice to do that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's smart, and at least she's being smart about her health, I guess.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. I guess for COVID, for all this COVID stuff, that makes total sense that a permanent sub would be in place.
Yeah, so
because that stuff's got to be happening all the time.
Yeah, they might not even do it another year, but they're doing it this year and trying it out. So we'll see how that works. Although my second day was a bit of a nightmare, actually.
What happened there?
I go there and I sit in the sub lounge and I wait to get my assignment, and then the lady who's in charge of subs comes in, looks at me and the other permanent sub and says, "Oh, didn't you get my email? You guys need to go to the middle school." And so
what?
Yeah. So we go. We go and we drive over to, because we're employees of the district technically, so most of the work we do is going to be in the high school, but if they need us in one of the other schools, then we get put over in one of the other schools.
Wow. Oh my god.
So then I drive over to the middle school. I get there after the other guy. The other guy's nowhere to be seen. I go up to the front office. Oh, we've already filled in the positions. So then I go back to the high school. And I go back to them and they say, "Well, we don't really have anything for you. We don't have any absent teachers or anything. So here, go to the library in case you ever need to sub for one of the librarians." And so I go there and I sit in the library, and the librarians are like, "Well, I mean, nothing really goes on here, so I sit there until like after lunch." And then I get a text, and the librarian says, "Oh, they need you over in this other classroom." So I go over there, and then that's the classroom that I've been in the past 2 weeks.
Wow, dang! They've really been sending you on a wild goose chase.
Yeah, they did.
At least they really sent you on the second day.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So you haven't gone to the middle school at all after that incident?
Nope.
Or the elementary school?
No, it was a middle school.
Right. But wait, did they send you to the elementary school at all?
No, I haven't been to an elementary school.
Okay. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, it was kind of nuts.
So wait, do any of the kids actually come to class, or is it all online?
They do come to class, but there are some that opted for doing it all virtual.
Okay, yeah.
So I never see them, but half of the classes every day the teacher would teach on Zoom. So so I had to do even less.
Wow. That's kind of amazing.
It's really nice. Although one class in particular was terrible. Like there was
rowdy.
Yes. Like while she was on Zoom trying to teach them, they kept talking and getting loud, and I yelled at them, "Hey, quiet," and they wouldn't, and it was terrible. And then the next day they had a seating chart.
Yeah, I can see why that would happen.
Yep. And I took the little stools that they were using to cram around a few desks, and I hid them away because nope, not letting that happen again.
Yeah. Wow, that's smart. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially with so they weren't so that happened all in school, so they weren't even social distancing.
Nope, they weren't.
Oh my god. Dang.
Yeah.
So wait, you were, and so the teacher was online on Zoom, and you were in class sort of at the same time. So you were at the school, and she was, I guess, at home.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that is the craziest experience. Oh my god, literally having a split classroom.
It was very strange. Like honestly, honestly,
it'd be kind of fun though.
honestly, I don't know if the virtual students even do their work. I've from all the statistics I've seen, they don't. So,
Oh, rip.
so yeah.
F. Press F to pay respects.
F's in the chat, boys. F's in the chat.
Well, that seems like it's pretty fun.
Thank you, Mitchell. Thank you for
Yep,
typing
I'm on
F
it.
into the Discord chat.
I'm on it.
Yeah, I'll
It's
do
my
it.
job.
Yes. Thank you. Hold on. Let me type. I can't see my keyboard. It's covered by by the blanket on my microphone.
Trying to get that good
dang
audio
it,
quality.
I didn't get it.
Nope, that was not it.
Jew.
Jew. But anyway, because of the new job, I haven't played a ton. I did play a bit more Xenoblade.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Pretty much, I'm getting done all the side quests I can before I go into the last area, and I'm mostly done with those. There's just like a few more left. So that'll be fun. It'll be nice to wrap that up.
Yeah.
Bet.
But other than that, I haven't really played a ton. But because of the new job, I have been reading a crap ton.
Yeah. Oh,
What you been
I
reading?
As I texted you,
Right on
earlier,
us.
I have been playing more of the Kingdom Hearts Union Cross game.
Oh yeah. You played a bit more of Union Cross.
Yeah.
How
I
is
did.
that?
He went to the end game content that I talked about, and he accidentally beat the first boss that is freaking tough.
Yeah. I just wanted to see how badly I would lose. Except I did it. So.
And then he won.
I beat him in one turn somehow.
Literally
What
one
the
punch
heck?
man over here. You
Oh,
just wander
I
into
used one
this.
of those supernova things.
Yeah, Supernova works. Supernova works.
So, so when does the game get hard though?
Oh, trust
When,
me.
when does...
The next few get rough.
Okay. So I guess I'll just go back to doing normal levels.
Yeah, go back to normal levels. Get through the story, then go do proud mode quests of the story.
The hard mode thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that's when it gets hard.
Oh yeah. I mean, not where I am because I'm still going through the main story, but proud mode, from what I've heard, gets rough.
Okay. So I guess for now I might equip some crap medals I have just to actually spice up the
then you will lose. I can guarantee you will lose.
Well, not a proud mode, just for the normal just for normal mode.
But why would you care about? I just do the story quest. I mindlessly go through it, killing all the enemies in one shot, and then I go and get little bits of story. That's all I care about.
I guess.
The gameplay in that game has devolved to nothing for me.
Yeah.
You
It
just
never
got too
was
good.
anything for me. Because at this point, I just got like a little beginner pack that gave me good medals right off the bat.
Oh wow,
They gave me like one or two good ones.
that's nice.
And then I've also been hoarding gems.
Yeah.
And for their 5th anniversary, they've had like a
they
ton
are
of cheap
throwing
pulls.
gems at you every week.
Yeah, just throwing them, and they also have like really cheap pulls right now.
Yep.
So I did like 20 pulls.
All
this
those
morning.
falling price deals where you do it and then it gets cheaper for the next pull.
Yeah,
and the next pull and the next pull.
So I pulled like 20 pulls.
Yeah, I did those for specific medals because I was like, man, I really like this character. I want this medal.
Yeah.
And then I got him.
Let's see. I got like rocks. I got a Roxas one because I know who that is.
Yeah,
But I also did one for what was it? Axel.
Axel.
Because
Yeah.
I heard of him from your
From
Kingdom Hearts 2 playthrough.
Yes.
And I'm like, I've heard of these two before, so I guess I'll go for them.
I remember these names.
I don't know who this Ventus character is, but he looks like Sora, and
he looks like Roxas. Ventus looks like Roxas.
And Roxas looks like Sora, so it all looks the same.
Roxas and Sora kind of look similar, I guess.
Okay, but I know the reason behind Roxas.
Yes. So. Here's how it goes.
It's all very confusing.
All characters are Xehanort. Every character that isn't Xehanort is Sora.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, it's a very rough summarization, and it's not entirely wrong. But
Time
yeah,
travel. How does it work?
yes, you have like you have to leave your heart leaves your body and travels through time, but you have to have a version of yourself in the place where you're traveling to. If you travel there but you don't like have a body waiting for you, you kind of become like this weird ghost looking thing. It's complicated, confusing, and not explained very well at all.
Am I gone
Absolute
still?
mess.
No, you're here.
Okay, I was gone for a while.
Oh, well, don't worry. So back to what I
I'll
was.
figure it out later.
Yeah.
I'll figure out the Kingdom Hearts stuff when the PS5 drops.
Yes, when the PS5 drops, and then I hand you the story so far, and go for it.
Yep, and I'll try and blast through it as quick as I can.
Yeah.
I'll blast through it.
Oh, did the PS5 event happen before we last?
It happened after, so Final Fantasy 16, everybody.
Oh my god, yeah. That looks crazy.
Final Fantasy 16 looks awesome.
They're really going back to the high fantasy route.
Yes. I'm so excited. It looks like Final Fantasy 12 and Tactics, and I love that.
Yeah, I haven't really played Final Fantasy, so I don't know.
I've played a bit of Final Fantasy.
I've played Final Fantasy VII Remake, Echoes of an Illusion Age, HD Remake, and I thought it was pretty good.
2.8
So I think
HD
I'm probably
Remix
gonna
Final
pick that-
Chapter Prologue.
I think I'm probably gonna. I'll probably pick that up. Probably pick up 16. I still need to play 15. I really like the look of 15 way back when. For some reason, I just never picked it up. I don't know why. I don't think I really had a good reason.
I honestly want to try out the MMO one.
Yeah. 14
Oh,
is
Final
14
Fantasy
from
14.
everything I've heard is fantastic.
Yeah.
Like from pretty much everyone I've heard talk about it, the way they make it sound, it's like this is the best MMO on the market.
Ooh. So I guess
Yeah.
I have to.
Yeah. Same. That's
pick
basically
up
everything I.
the Star Wars one again.
I
and wrap up
have
some
played a
things.
little bit of it, and from what I played, it was really good. But it felt like an MMO, but that's because I was in like the early areas. So
yeah, it all feels the same.
yeah, they all feel similar, which is probably why I have a really strange and undying love for Pirates of the Caribbean Online. Because that was weird and different. And I've just been looking for something to fill that void ever since.
Yeah.
I think I tried the Pirates of the Caribbean MMO once, but my PC was so crap that it couldn't run it at all. I had like 1 frame a second.
Oh.
And everything was a potato.
Yeah, that's not. Well, I mean, everything kind of still looks like a potato at high settings, but hey.
Well, everything was a very blurry potato.
That's the way the cookie crumbles.
Yeah. So anyway,
Devil May Cry 5.
Oh yeah, Devil May Cry 5
is getting a special edition.
Yes.
Special edition.
And I need to play that now because
if you haven't played Devil May Cry 5 already, special edition looks like a really cool deal. For me, since I've already played Devil May Cry 5, it kind of is a little disappointing because it's like it looks like everything was made with existing assets.
Mm-hmm.
Like there wasn't anything really new other than Virgil's song, which is freaking awesome.
You sing a song? I don't even remember.
No, he doesn't sing a song, but the song that plays in the trailer is the song that plays is his battle theme.
Oh, nice.
And it's really good. It's really good. But other than that, like Legendary Dark Knight mode it's just at the same assets, but throw everything at the enemies, or throw even more enemies out there. What was it? Turbo mode. That's an existing. That's not a big thing. And Virgil himself, people did some data digging, and there was a lot of stuff for that already in Devil May Cry 5.
Oh, okay, so they added it
Yeah.
just now in this special
Yeah.
edition, but it was already there.
Yeah, and the biggest complaint is that the PC, it's not coming to PC special edition. So
Oh yeah, I heard about that. That does suck.
yeah,
Rip to my PC brethren.
rip until
So
they rip out the code from the PS5 version and mod it into PC.
coming to PC in 2035.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Also, Demon's Souls, I don't know what kind of technological wizardry they did to make it look as good as it does, but oh my god.
It's the
Oh my
same
God.
technological wizardry that they did for the Shadow of the Colossus remake.
It's so nuts.
Dude, it's
And
man.
for
I'm very,
like
very
in Monster
excited.
Hunter Rise, the trailer where you see like the grappling hook from the bugs in midair.
Mm-hmm.
God. Absolutely crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's Blue Point, man.
Def-
Blue Point does great work.
They really do. I have no idea how the heck they keep putting out the games that they do. They really are tech wizards.
Yeah. That is an accurate description.
I wish I could get the PS5 on launch. Unfortunately, I still need to save up a little bit more. I thought I was going to be able to, but then my apartment ended up screwing me over
Yeah.
and making me
yeah.
pay an extra fee as I was leaving, which put me just under the amount I needed to afford the PS5 on launch. So I'm gonna have to wait and save up.
Are there
It's
any?
fine, though.
I can't remember. Did
We'll
they
get it
say
on
any?
deal.
Did they say what was launching with the PS5?
Demon's Souls.
Okay.
They have literally they have the PS4 like bundle of games. So basically, all of the PS4's greatest hits are available for free with PlayStation Plus. Like if you have PlayStation 5, you can literally download all of the PS4's greatest hits for free on PS5. Yeah, it's crazy. There are so many games. There are so many games in that bundle.
That's a good deal.
Yeah,
That's
it's
a good deal.
absolutely crazy.
What's this bundle? I cut out for a minute.
Sorry, yeah. So if you for PlayStation 5, if you get the PlayStation 5 and get PlayStation Plus, you can download all of the PS4's greatest games for free on launch.
Oh.
Yeah, literally like all of them. God of War, Spider-Man, Horizon Zero Dawn,
Would Bloodborne be on there maybe?
Bloodborne, yes, Bloodborne. They showed
Okay,
it off in the trailer.
I really do want that one, so that would be
Yeah.
nice.
Ratchet and Clank, literally everything. Basically all of the PS4's greatest hits. It's
Basically,
Dang, that's good,
almost
so-
every single game that I already own. Oh.
crazy. Yeah, same. Yeah,
Yeah, that sounds great for me though.
Oh boy.
Yeah. For hey, if you missed the PS4, this is a
there
great
you go.
opportunity.
You now have the PS4.
Yeah.
So so do I have to like pre-order the PS5 and?
I don't know. I don't think so. I know if you have to have PlayStation Plus, which is their subscription service.
Okay, so let's get the PS5 and get the subscription.
Yeah. I don't think it's only if you get it on launch. I think it's still available after, but I honestly don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I'll Google it.
Well, I forget when is the launch? I forget.
November 12th.
November 12th. Yeah, I'll be good for then. I'll have 2 paychecks by then. So
yeah, I've been saving up for like a year.
Oh boy,
I've been setting aside.
He's ready.
Yeah,
he's ready to he's ready to join the console generation.
Yep.
They have God of War, The Last of Us Remastered, Uncharted 4, Battlefield 1, Monster Hunter World, Fallout 4, Final Fantasy 15, The Last Guardian.
Right, Monster Hunter World.
Yeah, hey, there you go. Get the guy for free.
If it's for free, I might jump on.
You can play the best version of Fallout 4.
There you go.
A game that everyone has already forgotten about.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Rip.
Oh, that's the other big piece of news. Bethesda
What?
got bought by Microsoft.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Oh my god. What the heck?
Bought.
That's crazy.
I mean,
Dude,
I don't know. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Well, so here's what happened.
PlayStation owners.
Here's what happened. When the news hit, one of my friends texted me into our group chat, It said, "Hey, Bethesda got bought," and I was like, "Wow, look at all the games that I care about from Bethesda. Let's count them. The games that were made by Bethesda that I care about: Morrowind, Skyrim,
Oblivion.
and yep, that's about it."
Not even New Vegas. How could you?
Hey, New Vegas was made by Obsidian.
That's true. That is true.
Who is also owned by Microsoft.
Who is yeah. There you go. They're getting everybody back together. The gang's getting back together.
Getting back together. Oh my gosh! I saw a thing from Someone asked Obsidian after the news, like, "Hey, are you guys going to be able to make a sequel to New Vegas now?" And they did like the ASCII emote where the guy with the smile and holding up their hands.
Yeah.
Oh boy! If there's a single company who doesn't want to go back to New Vegas, I think it would be Obsidian.
It would, probably be Obsidian. I think they're just about done with that IP.
One of their best games ever, and they got screwed over so bad on it to the point where they were almost bankrupt.
Yeah.
Thanks, Bethesda.
Not particularly good.
And then,
thanks, Bethesda.
And so my first thought was, I don't care. Then I heard some news that they're updating the engine for the first time since Oblivion. So,
it's absolutely crazy.
So we'll see.
All of their games are still going to be coming to PC though.
Yeah,
it's basically they did this just to shaft PlayStation 5 owners.
Although I have heard there was some statement from Todd Howard saying that they would still come to PlayStation.
Yeah, well, so there's Deathloop, which is being made by Arcane, who's owned by their parent company ZeniMax, which is what Microsoft bought. Yeah, they have a contract with PlayStation to launch on PS5 first, and like timed exclusivity. So they have to fulfill that contract. And I think there's one other game that they also have to fulfill a contract for, and they're definitely still doing those. But yeah, I don't know. Could be up in the air.
When you boot up the game on PS5, please let there be a Microsoft Game Studios logo.
So I saw somebody online saying that it'd just be the absolute biggest middle finger possible.
Just while you're at the main menu, just the Microsoft logo just kind of fades in and covers the entire screen. And you hit start and you hear bam 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 bam.
God, I love that. I love that so much. But yeah, it kind of sucks now because I'm only gonna get the PS5. So I guess the Elder Scrolls 6. I guess I'll have to wait on that one. Something, man. But no, it's fine. I have plenty of other games to play.
We're back.
Yay.
Yeah.
Died a little bit, but we were resurrected by an evil necromancer.
Yes.
So we've come back to bring you more Talk the Plank goodness.
More Talk the Plank goodness. So was there anything else in the PS5 conference that stood out? I'm
glad they finally announced God of War 2, but literally all we got was like the tiniest of tiny teasers.
Yeah. Okay, I didn't watch the conference. I just kind of looked at highlights. Was the teaser more than we got for Elder Scrolls 6?
It was probably about on par. Well, okay, at least with God of War Ragnarok, which is the name of the game.
Oh, that's a great name.
They had it's so good. Well, because have you played the remake on PS4? Not the remake, but the reimagining, the restart, the reset.
I have played Data Boy.
Okay, and have you gotten the secret ending, quote unquote?
Yes, I did. I went back to the house.
Yeah, so basically it's based on what happens there. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna pick up directly from that because it's basically the teaser is it's the Omega, the God of War Omega, and it's formed in frost, and then a bunch of runes get etched into it, and then you can hear Kratos in the background and says like, and all he says is like, "Prepare yourself, boy. Ragnarok is coming," or something like that.
Okay.
And then there's a title drop, and that's basically it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically just like a little bit more than Elder Scrolls 6.
Yeah, at least we got a voiceover.
Yeah, we got a voiceover and we got a subtitle.
Yeah. Deathloop looks really good. I've been following that for a while. I think that's going to be a really good game. One from Arcane, where you're caught in the time loop and you're an assassin and you have to kill like 8 people on an island, and you have to do it. You have to do it in like one night, or time resets, and you have to start all over. So basically, you have to find the perfect way to kill all 8 of them before you run out of time.
I think I heard about that one.
Yeah, it looks really good. It's from the people who made Dishonored 1 and 2.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah. So yeah, it looks really, really good. And the whole time you're being hunted by another assassin who's trying to kill you. So you have to both dodge her and kill all of these targets all in the same night before time resets.
Yep.
Yeah, and I think that just looks super, super cool. I could definitely get behind that.
Yeah, just do it. Don't worry about it. Do it.
Just do it. Resident Evil 8 is definitely looking like Resident Evil 8. So that's looking pretty good.
Is it more in the vein of Resident Evil 7 than the remakes?
I would say yes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's definitely more in the vein of Resident Evil 7, but I would say it's I'm not gonna say it's less like Resident Evil 7, but I'm gonna say it's more of like a mix of Resident Evil 7 and Resident Evil 4. In fact, they even bring back literally at the end of the trailer they bring back the dealer from Resident Evil 4. He's in the game.
Yeah. That guy's great.
Though he's fat now. He's fat now. I don't know why they made him fat. Yeah, but that's basically it. Yeah, but yeah, so he's in the game, and yeah, it looks almost like a perfect mix of like Resident Evil 4, like silliness, like camp, that Resident Evil 4 camp, and Resident Evil 7 gameplay.
Good.
So I think it looks really promising. I really hope they haven't announced VR for it yet, but God, I hope they bring it to VR. Please, please let it go.
I hope they continue doing stuff with the PSVR.
Yeah. Oh my God, because Resident Evil 7 is still my favorite PSVR game, or just VR game. Period. Really. Between that and Tetris Effect.
Oh,
so
man,
like
Tetris Effect is good.
I still go back and play Tetris Effect. Tetris Effect
Res
every now and
Infinite,
again.
man. Res Infinite.
Oh, there's another game. Oh my God, yeah, that's like the holy trifecta for me. Resident Evil 7, Tetris Effect, and Res Infinite. Like I will go back and I will play those games. Like I'll go back and I'll regularly just knock out a few levels in Tetris Effect. But like once or twice a year, I'll go back and replay through Resident Evil 7 in VR because that game is just it's oodles of fun.
Oh yeah, it's great.
So immersive.
It's great.
But yeah, there's
the Batman Arkham VR.
Oh yeah, did they? Oh my God, I totally forgot about Batman Arkham VR.
Remember Arkham VR?
Oh my God, I totally forgot about Arkham VR. Like you said that, and I was like, my brain had to like cycle for a second because I was like, it was like I was like the Windows loading, like the mouse loading icon for a second.
Yeah.
Because I literally forgot that existed. But yeah, no, that's crazy. They did a freaking AU for that one. So, did you ever play that?
I did. I played it over at your house actually.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And I stood there for a bit because it was like one of the first VR things I played, and Joker was like at the door saying, "Hey, come here," and I was like, "I don't want to. No, I don't want to.
I still remember when we made Mitchell play that one spooky game where you're in the hotel room and you have to walk down the hallway and you look down the hallway and you see the girl and you're like, nope.
I walk back into the hotel and start smashing beer bottles.
Oh, remember like the one that was like the 3 different ocean things? One was in like a coral reef, one was in like an old shipwreck out in the open ocean, and then a whale passes by, and I stopped at that because the open ocean freaks me out. And then Mitchell did that, and he was like, "All right, I'll do the deep sea," and then he just cowered in a corner the whole time.
It's like, I should be the brave boy. No, never mind. Change my mind. I'm scared. I'm very scared. I want my mom.
Oh man,
not that brave. Yeah, no, yeah,
Also
the
remember
deep is so
hotel
much
one.
fun.
Like something like a ghost called me on the phone. I just said, "I'm sorry, I had the wrong number," and I hung up without listening to it.
Oh man.
Oh man, when was the last time I played? I even got a new VR game. I think there's one recently that came out. The big one. There was a big title. Oh God, what was it? Oh, I feel so dumb now because I can't remember it. I feel like I even maybe played it. Oh, Saints and Sinners. I think I talked about it a while back. Walking Dead Saints and Sinners. That game's a blast. I'm pretty sure I already talked about it.
It sounds familiar.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but man, like no big VR games have been coming out lately.
No.
Like there have been a bunch of like smaller ones that I haven't really been all that interested in. But yeah, no, there's been basically no big launches. Though there's actually going to be another Walking Dead VR game that's coming out in like a month
Oh
from the
my
people who
gosh.
made
Oh my
from the people who
gosh.
made. Oh man, I have the worst memory. But it's that game where you're like a robot and you're okay. That's not very helpful. I just realized.
It's the game where you're a robot.
Yeah. It's not Budget Cuts. That's the game where you have all the teleporters and stuff.
Is it the robot
portals.
that has a gigantic booty?
No, not that one.
Oh,
Surprisingly,
not near Automata. Okay.
No, you have like katanas and you run through this little open area. It was really big back like when VR was first launching because it was like one of the bigger titles, like one of the more polished titles that launched.
Hmm.
And I remember playing it on my brother's Vive. I don't know if that ever launched for PSVR. But it's from the people from the studio who made that, and they have like they're really good at like physics based stuff, and they're really good at making really polished VR games. So a lot of people are hyped about it, and I'm hyped about it too. I think it's gonna be a good game. But yeah, that's basically the only one launching.
Yeah.
Relatively soon.
Only
I need to do more
VR
big
game
ones.
the only VR game I've heard about recently, and it's probably not even a recent game, is Meat Fortress.
I've never heard of that.
It's I think it's the guys who made one of the really big gun VR game that was really popular.
A really big gun?
Like the no like the one where you have where it's like basically just a bunch of like shooting galleries, and it has all the guns.
Hot dogs, horseshoes, and hand
I
grenades?
think it was that. And
Yeah.
they got like actual permission from Valve to create like Team Fortress themed one.
Oh yeah. I know. Okay, yes.
And
I know what you're talking about.
And you
Yes,
can
I've seen
actually
that.
rocket jump in the game.
It's so cool. That's it's so cool. Yes. The name of the game that I was talking about earlier was Onslaught, by the way.
Onslaught.
The robot game. Yeah. It was oh, sorry, never mind. Sorry, no, I'm an idiot. That's the name of the Walking Dead game. Don't listen to me. I'm
Okay.
silly. I'm a silly boy. But yeah, no, I've heard of Meat Fortress. I remember just watching the trailer for that. I think it was announced just this summer, or was it like last year? It's been a while.
Yeah.
Raw data. That's what it's called. Yes, raw data.
Raw data.
Sorry.
The name sounds familiar.
Yeah, I was really sorry. I was hooked on that.
Sounds like a game where you would be a robot.
Yes.
Oh, you know what? You know what else they announced it on at the PS5 conference?
What
That
else did they announce?
Fortnite is coming to PS5 on launch, baby.
Oh, baby.
I can't wait to play it.
Aren't you guys excited for the game that has lost like more than 50% of its player base?
I can't wait to get some chug jugs with my boy.
Yeah,
Let's
baby.
go. Let's get some W. Where are we dropping? Am I right, everybody, or am I right?
Yes.
Yeah, I still remember how that took over.
Oh,
like even my
Yeah.
ranch hand friends in college were playing it. When a bunch
It
of ranch
really-
in South Texas play Fortnite, you know you've taken over the world.
Yeah. Yeah.
You've
And they're like,
dominated.
Mitchell, do you play Fortnite? And I said, no, because I live in a trailer park and my internet is crap. But what I wanted to say was, no, I have standards.
Oh.
Get wrecked.
But no. I didn't even lie. The Wi-Fi was crap.
It's true. It was.
Yeah.
I remember you complaining about the internet and your trailer all the time.
It was garbage.
It was. It was nearly as bad as Aaron's house.
I was literally just about to say, no matter how garbage it was.
No. I would argue that on some days it may have been worse. There were some days where it literally was non-existent. My laptop would not connect to Wi-Fi for like a whole day.
Yeah, that is genuinely worse.
Well, don't worry, you'll be able to play Fortnite on your PS5 just in time to watch Epic crash and burn.
Yay! Also, are you guys excited about the new Five Nights at Freddy's game?
Oh,
they announced
boy.
that at the PS5
More
conference.
FNAF.
It looks way different from all their other games. It looks more of like instead of how you're normally just sitting in a room checking cameras or whatever, it looks like free roam. Like you can just wander around. Like it looks like it might be like I don't want to say like Metroidvania-esque, but it looks like it might be, honestly. It's kind of crazy. Yeah.
Still don't care.
But I don't think any details have been launched about it yet, so. But that's Five Nights at Freddy's.
That's FNAF.
And I think that's just about it.
It'll kick in somehow.
Yeah. That's about it for the PS5 conference.
I guess props to the creator, I guess.
Yeah, props to him, man. That guy's probably freaking rich by now.
That guy's crazy. He released like 3 freaking games in a year, like 3 or 4 or something. That guy is a monster when it comes to releasing games.
And then he waits for a while, and then he comes back and he's like, "All right, it's back, guys. Now that you're not tired of it anymore, it's back."
Yeah, it's back. And then I remember he was going to make a whole game that was just a parody of World of Final Fantasy. You remember World of Final Fantasy?
Yes, I do.
You remember that? He literally made an entire parody game of that and then just never released it. That guy was crazy. I don't know what he was doing there.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, absolutely crazy. And now he's getting a movie. I totally forgot they're making a movie out of it.
Oh yeah, I heard about that way back when the news first broke.
Yeah. It'll come out in 55 years, just
Don't
like
worry,
every other
guys.
video game movie.
It's coming out. It'll
still-
come out right around the same. Like it'll take about as long as it took to make Ready Player One the movie.
Oh my god.
And we all loved Ready Player One the movie, right?
We all loved it. It
I
was
totally
good.
went and saw that.
What a source material that was very much worth adapting into a Steven Spielberg movie.
Yes, thank you, Steven Spielberg. Thank you.
Thank you, Spielberg, for ripping off The Shining in a whole sequence and making it just terrible.
My god. Oh my god, I forgot about that. Too.
Thank you, Steven Spielberg, for emotionally manipulating the Iron Giant multiple times.
My boy. Look at what they've done to my boy.
What's another movie that took forever?
Well, right now I'd say the Five Nights at Freddy's movie is probably going to launch just about at the same time as the Uncharted movie.
So right before the Shadow of the Colossus movie.
Yeah, right before the Halo movie. Yeah.
No, that was a TV show by Steven Spielberg.
Oh yeah, of course. They literally got the guy who plays.
Monster Hunter movie did come out.
Oh, I forgot. I totally forgot that existed.
Yeah, because it's the same guy who made the Resident Evil movies.
Yeah. I forgot. God. I keep forgetting too, and then I
literally,
remember.
Literally the worst possible plot. I read the plot for that.
It's an isekai. The plot's an isekai.
Literally an isekai.
It's literally an isekai anime. But as a low budget Western movie.
Yep.
God.
Can't imagine it was good.
They got the whole point of the freaking Uncharted movie is it's supposed to follow a young Nathan Drake, and so they got the kid who plays Spider-Man to do it. But I feel like by the
Ah.
time that movie comes out, he's going to be an old man.
Yeah, he'll be.
They're going to have to recast.
It'll just have to be Uncharted 1, the movie.
Yeah, he'll just have to play regular Nathan Drake.
Either that, or by the time we get to it, we'll have to do Uncharted 4, the movie.
My God.
Tom Holland's. I like Tom Holland. Was it
kills
Tom
it. I
Holland or
love
was
him.
it Andrew Garfield?
Tom Holland.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's still supposed to be on board to do it. I know they finished the script. I know they at least did that. I don't know.
I mean, they
if they've
did
actually
finish the
filmed
script
it.
for the Shadow of the Colossus movie.
That's true.
And
That's true. That
at
doesn't.
at some point, someone found it and started tweeting about it, and it was just the most atrocious thing I've ever seen.
I can't even imagine how bad it must have been.
Oh, it's
my
bad.
God.
If you want an insight to how bad it is, the best friends Wooly reads the tweets about it in their playthrough of Shadow of the Colossus.
Does he really?
Yes.
That's amazing. I still remember when the script for The Predator got leaked, and nobody could believe that it was the real leak because what was contained within the script was so stupid and bad. Everybody was like, "No way! There's no way they would ever make this the movie." And then it turned out to be the real script.
Remember when the plot of the final season of Game of Thrones leaked?
Oh my
And
God!
everyone
I
was
forgot.
like, no.
Right, literally nobody could believe. Nobody could believe it. I remember everybody because when it was revealed that you know who gets to be the king, everybody was like, "No way! Okay,
No.
that's definitely fake.
Yeah,
There's no way that could be what turns out." And then it was.
It was like, oh my gosh, this is a character that they forgot about for an entire season.
Yeah. Oh God.
Literally forgot about a character for an entire season of television.
What a great show.
What
Man,
a fantastic show.
They closed it out really good.
They stuck
had
the landing.
great showrunners. I gotta say,
Yes.
really proud of the showrunners of that show. I mean, I think they
Yes.
really did a good job.
They did
They
an
really
especially
did a
good job, especially after George R.R. Martin left.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah, big time.
Yeah.
I guess they just kind of forgot to make a good last season. You know, just like certain characters, just kind of forget things.
Yeah,
they just kind of forget things.
It just like how, of course, Renly would be a better king than Stannis.
They just kind of forgot.
Yeah, they just kind of forgot. They just kind of forgot that Stannis would be a better king.
Let's see.
Anyway,
I don't think the movie has come out yet. I think it's scheduled for April 2021.
Oh, okay. I thought I heard
What?
it was already out.
It is not out.
Dang
Oh,
it.
okay.
I might watch it out just out of morbid curiosity.
Yes, you have to, Mitchell. You have to tell us all about
Please.
it.
Yes.
Well,
Watch
I
it.
can
Get
already
back
tell you that the great sword is way too small.
It's just going to be an entire podcast of Mitchell saying, okay, so I wrote down notes.
There we go. I took minute 1, great sword too small. Minute 2, great sword too small. Minute 3.
No sword lance or no shark lance.
No demon mode for the dual blades.
Yeah. No demon mode, no arc demon, no none of that. Demon dual blade user never chugged stamina potion, completely unrealistic. Where's my hunting horn? Where's my hunting horn?
Oh man, the hunting horn's not going to be in the movie.
You know it's not going to be in the movie.
It'll have, at best it'll have like a background shot of someone using it.
Yeah.
They'll have someone using the hammer though.
Absolutely. They're probably going to make the hammer too big.
Yeah.
Probably going to mix it up.
I'll make the small weapons big and the big weapons small.
The lance user got blown away when he was shielding. That's unrealistic.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Charge blade. Where's the charge blade?
There's no way they're going to put in the charge blade.
It's too cool, man.
It's too cool for the charge blade or the switch axe.
They're too cool.
It's too good. You're not gonna have cool things in a Monster Hunter movie.
Well, why would they? Monster Hunter, it's just this brand.
Yep.
It is now just brand. So anyway, I think we covered all the PS5 stuff.
Yeah, I think that's basically just about it.
Yeah. So anyway, back to what I was reading during my job.
Oh yeah.
After we got
Well,
sidetracked.
that was a tangent.
I love tangents, man. They're the best. I finished up reading the Witcher series.
Oh,
I need to
how was
start
it?
that.
Okay, so that might be my favorite fantasy series that I've read.
Wow.
It might
Okay.
be. It might be. The only thing that's really competing with it, Song of Ice and Fire doesn't really register. Game of Thrones doesn't really register because it's not done.
Hmm.
So, because the ending of Witcher, the last Witcher book in the series, I haven't read Season of Storms, the one he wrote like 8 years later, or I think actually even longer. I think it was like 13 years later.
Wow. Dang.
But that doesn't even continue the story. It's kind of a prequel thing. But the last book in the series, aside from that, has some issues. Like there are certain things that happen because plot needs to happen, and after the big climax, there's a reveal that kind of comes out of nowhere. But I already knew what the reveal was, so it didn't really bother me that much.
Okay.
But
Yes, I'm watching the trailer for the Monster Hunter movie, and there's a shot where the Statue of Liberty has its head decapitated.
well, of course, we have to recreate.
Also, I've not seen a Monster Hunter weapon yet. It's all just tanks and missiles.
We have to recreate the feeling that you felt when you first saw Independence Day.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
The hell is that? That's not a monster from Monster Hunter. The hell is that? The hell was that?
That's not Rathalos.
It's not a Rathalos. That's not. It's like a wolf monster, but Monster Hunter has a wolf monster. It's called Zenogre. That's not what it is. It's not the Oldegaron from Monster Hunter World either.
Oh my gosh. We've lost him.
I'm so sorry, Mitchell. They're going to destroy it. They're going to destroy everything.
Discover a new world. Yeah, it's definitely going to be new, all right. It's definitely not Monster Hunter.
Oh man.
Oh, there's Diablos.
Hey, Diablos.
So, have you been watching anything lately?
Well, I'll just finish up talking about what I was reading real quick. I have not watched the Monster Hunter movie.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Uh,
That's good. That is a good thing.
but yeah, the ending of Witcher, I really liked it, even with its problems. I really liked the way the story concluded. So
Okay.
the only fantasy series that I've read, aside from like A Song of Ice and Fire, which is definitely on par, but it doesn't really register for me since it's not done.
Yeah.
Aside from that, the only fantasy series I can think that comes to mind, if for a series that I like, that I've read, because I haven't read Lord of the Rings, but stuff that I've read that comes up to The Witcher, would probably be Narnia.
Oh, nice.
Because I just really like Narnia. So,
well, if any series is deserving of the title of best fantasy series, Narnia is a good shoo-in.
Narnia's a good one.
Okay, which is better, would you say? The Witcher games or the Witcher books?
Well, here's the thing. I have not played the games.
Dang.
I read the books before I played the games, and when I finished the last book, I went over to my computer, and I still have the first Witcher game downloaded, so I booted that up, and I started playing the first Witcher game.
Apparently, it's really weird.
It's really freaking weird. You fight enemies. You fight enemies by clicking on them and timing your clicks.
Yeah.
and then Geralt does an
That's
animation.
so weird. What?
You click on an enemy and
So
Geralt does
it's
an
like
animation.
Yeah.
So wait, you said you time the click. So is it like a rhythm game?
No, what it is like you click on an enemy and Geralt does an animation, and as the animation finishes, the cursor lights up, and if you click it while it's lighting up, then it combos into another attack. And then it lights up towards the end of that attack, and then if you do it again, you get a third attack, and it's a big finisher.
Wow, that is a really weird system. I've never
really
heard
weird.
of any game doing that system before.
And then you have 3 different fighting styles. You have one that does slower, heavy attacks. You have one that does lighter, quick attacks, and then you have one that does group attacks.
Yeah.
Huh.
And certain stances work better with different opponents.
Yes.
So are you liking it so far, or is it too weird?
I like it, but I'm having it's really weird. It's
Yeah.
really weird.
Bad.
Yeah, I've heard from series veterans that generally speaking, they don't tend to like the first one only because it's so different from 2 and 3. It's just so radically different that they really can't get behind
Yeah.
it. Especially because a lot of series veterans got in at 2 or 3
Yeah.
and went back.
Yeah.
I'm sure if you're getting into just like you're starting at the first one, I'm sure it's a bit more palatable.
It's weird because like I've heard from some people that Witcher 1 is even their favorite because it's got a charm to it that definitely Witcher 2 doesn't, but Witcher 3 doesn't have as much of.
Mhm.
But it's like I'm playing the game and I'm running around the little village with the peasants and everything, and it's like, this is really charming. The music is great. The atmosphere is actually really good, even though everyone looks awful and the voice acting is terrible. And the script even
Oh God, when's the first one even come out?
Kind of around, like, I think a little bit before Mass Effect 1.
Okay.
Like a year or so before that. And they never got a console port to actually work, so
Right before the big RPG boom.
Yeah. I think it was kind of the start of the big RPG boom.
Yeah, I can see that.
And there are people who still love it to this day, even with all its like weird parts that are just bad. Because this is probably the jankiest game I've ever played. It is Eastern European jank. Oh man.
The best kind of jank.
Yes, the best.
That's how you know jank.
That's how you know the jank is legit, when it was made by a country in Eastern Europe. But it's.
And I'm having trouble finding actual official trailers for the Monster Hunter movie.
That's odd.
Like they're all just fake fan made ones actually. So I don't know how much.
Oh no!
Last one
Don't worry, they'll come out with an actual trailer at some point. Maybe that's
like,
why
we've known about it for years, and they don't have like any promotional material.
That's weird.
It's like they know that it's garbage. They don't want people to know. They're giving us as little information as possible because they know we're going to tear it to shreds.
Yes.
So I guess take back everything I just said about the trailer, because I don't know how much of it is actually true.
maybe the Diablos was from Monster Hunter World instead.
Yeah, maybe. It was pretty wasn't really movie quality.
Ooh. But yeah, Witcher 1, I'm enjoying it, but it's freaking weird. And
it's funky.
And so the weirdest thing about it is that because I've read the books, I know everything that's going on, but because this is the first game, Geralt has amnesia, so Geralt knows nothing of what's going on.
Yeah, the game kind of acts like you didn't read the books.
Yeah, the game's trying it's trying to introduce a world that from these Polish novels that nobody had read outside of Poland. It's trying to both appeal to people who read the books, but also mostly introduce the world of The Witcher to people who had never heard of The Witcher.
Yeah. So wait, does the first game take place after the books?
Yes.
Oh.
So technically the games aren't canon, because like there's stuff that happens at the end of the the books where you can't have a story with these characters after that.
Yeah.
Then they do anyway.
And then they do anyway.
And I know the writer of the books definitely does not want the games to be canon.
He does not let he and CD Projekt have made up. So
Okay,
they
That's
have made up. So there is a possibility for a Witcher 4.
Okay. That's nice.
But it's really weird because I know everything that's going on. Geralt knows nothing of what's going on. So when I go up and I find a dwarf named Zoltan Chive, I'm like, "Hey, it's Zoltan Chive," and Geralt's like, "Who are you?" And I'm like, "Geralt, it's your friend. You drank with him at the end of you drank with him in the last chapter of the book."
Yeah.
You had
And
drinks.
that's what the dwarf says, but me and Geralt are just like, nope, doesn't ring a bell.
You had drinks with him and Yarp and Zigrin and Dandelion. You don't even know who Dandelion is. What the heck's going on?
I know who Dandelion is. Nope, I don't know either.
You don't know who. You don't remember Shani.
Nope.
Come on. I remember Shani. She was one of the few things I remembered about the first novel. So here's the deal with the Witcher books. The Witcher books have 2 short story collections, and then 5 novels.
Yeah.
And the novels kind of work as one long story.
Interesting.
Like the big inciting incident of the story doesn't even really occur until the end of book 2.
Wow. Okay.
So, but it's great. It's great. So yeah, I'm getting a little weirded out by stuff like that in the game, but and having to ask people, what are the Scoia'tael? I know what the Scoia'tael are, Geralt. But I'm having fun.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So after I finished reading The Witcher, I still had I finished reading that, so I got to move on to something else because what else am I going to do while I'm babysitting these kids?
Yeah. Of course.
So, I started reading Mistborn.
Oh, my friend's a huge fan of Mistborn.
I can see why.
Is that one with Brandon Sanderson?
Yes, that is Brandon Sanderson. That's the one that most people recommend that you start with for Brandon Sanderson.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on my list.
Yeah, he talks about just how crazy the world gets and how in-depth literally everything about it is. Yeah. Like, he describes basically every single detail of the world.
I haven't gotten to all the world stuff yet because I'm only in like part 2 of the first book.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But the bits I'm getting are really interesting, and it's man, this is a great book. Like it took me a bit to get into it because I had just come off of The Witcher, and that was this big long series of 7 books that I'd read and finally finished. So it's taken me a little bit to get into something new that wasn't The Witcher, especially since I really liked the ending, and it was just a really good cathartic feeling at the end of it. But now that I'm getting into it, this book is great. Mistborn's great.
Yeah. My friend just he can't stop singing the praises of it.
Yeah. Yep. I can totally get why. And the magic is the way they like he details how the magic is used is really interesting.
Oh yeah, that was the big thing my friend harped on about. He thought the magic system and it was just so cool.
Oh yeah, it's really cool.
And apparently the way it evolves over the series is just like it just keeps getting cooler and cooler the more and more you read.
I can definitely see that because like the way the magic works is it just you're kind of messing with physics a lot of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can push things that are made of metal. You can pull things that are made of metal. If you push something that's heavier than you, you're going to be pushing yourself away from it. If you pull something that's heavier than you, you're going to pull yourself towards it. So right away, you have people throwing coins at the ground and jumping off of them and basically flying.
Oh, that's so cool.
It's so cool. It's
the law of equivalent exchange.
And if you pull something, if you pull towards something, like there's like a grating on a window, and you pull towards it, you're not going to go straight towards it because of physics. You're going to kind of swing down, and so you have people dealing with stuff like that. It's really cool. There's a part where a guy drops down in between two guards and pushes on both of them so that he stays in place, but he pushes them both off of a balcony.
That's so cool. Oh my god.
It's great. It's great. So that's I'll be continuing that, and I'll probably just once I get my paycheck, I'm gonna buy the next 2 books in the series and keep going with that.
Yep.
So going way back, let me take you back all the way to the beginning of the podcast. I've been rewatching a little bit of Doctor Who.
Here we go. The callback, the
Yes.
throwback.
What a callback!
I love me some foreshadowing.
Yeah. My sister started watching it at some point just on a whim. I didn't say anything about it, but she started watching it. And then because I said the words Doctor Who around my phone started recommending, YouTube started recommending Doctor Who videos.
Oh crap. Oh no, they're listening in.
They're listening.
Oh god.
Yeah.
So I watched a few of those, and I was like, man, I kind of miss first 4 seasons of Doctor Who. I miss that. So I started just watching random episodes here and there.
The random heavy fingertips video popped up in my YouTube feed after the
Fingertips.
Yeah.
Fingertips.
I still think that Midnight is one of the best episodes of television.
Which one was Midnight?
The one where they're on the train. It's like the bottle episode where they're on the train on the Diamond Planet. That is one of my favorite episodes in all television. I love that. I've watched that episode so many times.
Blink is amazing.
Blink. Oh my god.
Blink is
there were
so good.
many. David Tennant, it was just such a high point
So
for
good.
like all nerd television. Like David Tennant Doctor Who is like S+.
Even Christopher Eccleston had some amazing episodes in
God,
season 1
yeah.
too. Like remember the episode that introduced the Dalek?
Oh my god, yes, where they're in the underground facility.
They're in the underground facility, and there's one Dalek.
Episode.
Just one Dalek, and the Doctor's freaking out.
Yep.
Oh my god.
And then you understand exactly why he's freaking out when it proceeds to kill almost everyone in the entire facility.
And then download the internet.
Yeah. And then the only reason that they win is because it absorbed some of Rose's DNA and it hated itself because it was impure.
Yep.
And then it killed itself.
God, what a great episode.
Man. What a great show sometimes.
What a great show sometimes. That's like for every show Stephen Moffat has ever run.
Yep.
Or has ever been involved with.
Yep.
That's such a perfect description. Sherlock, Doctor Who.
Like here's the thing about Stephen Moffat. When he wasn't the showrunner of Doctor Who, his episodes were usually some of the best episodes.
The best. Yeah, basically the best in the series. I'm pretty sure he did Midnight too. Yeah, no, absolutely. Like he did the best episodes in the series without question.
But then Russell T Davies, the guy who ran the show, like the show was great, but then some of the episodes he wrote were just some of the worst episodes ever.
Yeah.
Like remember the one where the monster absorbed people?
Oh god,
and then at the very end they were able to save one girl that it absorbed, but she was stuck in a piece of concrete.
Yeah.
And they made a weird sex joke about it.
Yep, I remember that because it haunts me.
just waking up at night and you see Moaning Myrtle in a piece of concrete.
What a good time. I'd love to be trapped as a face in a concrete slab. Man,
oh,
what a life.
Yeah, what a life. This is way better than being dead.
Yep.
I would much rather have absolutely no control over anything except my face.
Yeah, that'd be great. But yeah, that really were some great episodes.
Oh yeah.
Christopher Eccleston, David Tennant, some of Matt Smith.
The Girl in the Fireplace.
Oh yes.
That episode's amazing.
Oh my god.
Remember the episode where David Tennant like had to 10th Doctor had to become a human for a while to escape from from the aliens.
Oh my God, yeah.
And then because he was a completely different person, he started to fall in love with one of the other people working at the school.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's so good.
God, I want to see him in more stuff.
I do.
He really hasn't been in a lot of stuff ever since he left Doctor Who.
He was the villain in the first season of Jessica Jones.
And he's so good.
So good.
Oh my
Easily
God, he's
the
so
best
good in
part of that show.
He's also in season 2. I guess he's a hallucination or something. I don't know.
He would have to be.
Yeah, based on how it ends.
Yeah. Man,
no spoilers.
Jessica Jones was a show that should have ended 3 episodes earlier than it did.
Yeah.
That first season, anyway.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it had no business being as long as it did.
I didn't even like the show all that much, but I loved every single second David Tennant was on screen.
Yeah, he killed it. Absolutely killed it.
So good.
I never watched the second season.
I didn't either. I didn't watch the 3rd season of what was it, Daredevil, and I didn't watch any of Luke Cage.
Daredevil season 3 was actually good. The second season, no good. I can see why it turned a whole lot of people off the show because I wasn't a big fan of season 2.
Yeah.
But season 3, I felt like it was really a return to form. There were some things which were a bit questionable in season 3, like how it ends is just like it wasn't really believable. But for the most part, I think it was pretty good.
I need to watch the first Punisher season. I do need to at least watch that.
That is good. I do like the first Punisher season. I haven't watched the second one of that either. I haven't watched like any of Marvel's shows, which it sucks because like all they're not doing them anymore because of Disney Plus.
It's all done.
Yeah. But like they had a good run, the Netflix Marvel shows. I think Daredevil season 1 and 3, Punisher season 1, Jessica Jones season 1.
Yeah.
Luke Cage was decent, but it was a little too campy for me, I think. It's weird. It tried to mix like camp and serious. So like there would be times in which they tried to tackle like serious subjects, and then the next second they would have like this crazy, wacky villain who's like laughing and cracking jokes and like literally can't take anything seriously. Like he's like the Joker. And literally it just didn't work. They tried to mix too many tones. It felt like a mess.
You can get away with serious and camp, like Metal Gear Solid 3 has a lot of camp, but it also has really good serious moments. But it's a balancing act.
Yeah,
it's really difficult to get right.
Yeah, they don't balance it well.
Yeah.
I wasn't the biggest fan of it. What else did they come out with? Well, I guess basically everything else was actually
Iron
garbage.
Fist.
Yeah, everything else they released was
Defenders.
Garbage, but all of that was good.
Yeah,
Defenders was bad. Iron Fist was apparently the worst. And yeah, I know they had a Punisher season 2, but I never watched that, so I can't say if it's good or not. But they had a few good things going there.
Yeah, there was some good.
Yeah.
Other than the Doctor Who, I haven't watched a ton. Although for some reason, the day after we recorded the podcast, apropos of literally nothing, YouTube recommended a VTuber video.
No, you don't get stuck down the hole. Don't get stuck down the hole, Zach.
It was like
same here.
It was like a guide to HoloLive.
Oh my God.
And I watched it and I was like, I don't get it. and then that was like right when the Ekum Bokum meme got real big. Made by 1-2 Snacks, who did a lot of animations for the Super Best Friends.
Yeah, I know 2 Snacks. 2 Snacks was great.
Yeah. And then I was like, well, I mean, I like Banjo-Kazooie, so I watched like highlights of Corone's Banjo-Kazooie streams, and I'm watching it and I'm like, I still don't really get it.
Corone's the dog one, right?
Yes, the dog one.
Yeah, the dog one. Because I too fell down that exact same rabbit hole like a day later.
And then it's like, hey, here's all these videos, the Corone experience, the whatever her face experience, and I watched those, and I'm like, I still don't get it. But I continue to watch these videos even though I don't get it.
Yeah. I'm like, I like Banjo-Kazooie, and
they're like crack.
The person is having fun playing it. I guess it's Cool.
I have one friend who's really obsessed with the shark one. The shark
yeah.
HoloLive
Oh, the new
VTuber.
English one. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, he watches her stuff, and literally my Facebook feed is just filled with memes about her.
No.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah, no, that's definitely, that is a rabbit hole. If you go down
Yeah.
That is a
if you
rabbit
go
hole
too
that you don't
far
never
down
fully
that,
escape.
you will never return to the surface.
There's
My
the,
YouTube currently is never going to escape it.
no. There's the one Japanese VTuber who also speaks very good English and then just starts cursing
Oh,
out
yeah.
of nowhere.
Pick a me or some shit, right?
Yeah, I've watched.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
That one I have
Her,
seen.
her accent's so good.
Yeah.
Like she has a Japanese accent and then switches immediately to an American accent.
Yeah,
and it
it's
throws me
weird.
every time.
And then
But
and
I
then
think
and
that-
then you, and then
But
you
I
watch
think that's why I enjoy it. Actually, I kind of enjoy that one.
and then you get to the one where where someone asks her for a feet compilation.
Ugh.
And then
Yep.
and then she just
Did
goes straight
somebody do
straight
that?
into it and makes a joke. I don't even know if it was a joke.
Absolutely beautiful.
What a strange trend.
Yeah.
Will
Well,
it
started with
die?
Disney
I
and
don't
I.
know.
We'll see.
Probably not for a long time.
Once all of their cameras malfunction for a split second and reveal that they're actually all men, they'll lose all of their viewer
Yep.
base.
Mm-hmm. Once their voice synthesizers sort out for a split second.
Yeah. And then you get in the background of one of their videos, one of the other ones saying "I'm an idol" and slapping her butt.
What?
Yes.
Okay.
Somebody else did, or
Like
she did
on
herself?
one of their streams, one of the other one was in the same room as them, and you can hear them in the background, and they're like talking or whatever. And then at one point, I forget what the context was. She says, "I'm an idol," and slaps her butt.
That's fantastic.
You know, I
Amazing.
mean,
Do you know which one it was?
I
Like, what?
don't remember. Unfortunately, I'd have to look back into my gigantic YouTube history list.
I'd have to look through my my library of VTuber videos,
Oh
which is
no!
definitely not 300 videos long.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh no. Also, I just kind of binged a bunch of Ekum Bokum videos because that people got creative with that
Because
meme.
YouTube's inundated with them.
Yes.
What the heck is this? Is Ekum Bokum? What is
Okay,
this?
Alright.
so
Nope,
Two Snacks
post a
made
link.
made a little animation where
Yeah.
from Korone playing Banjo-Kazooie, and she sees one of the Mumbo tokens, and whenever you pick up a Mumbo token, it says Ekum Bokum, and she sees it and she goes Ekum Bokum, and then she grabs it, it says Ekum Bokum. She goes Ekum Bokum.
I'm watching it right now.
Yes.
It's amazing.
And people have just run with it.
Yep. They have
There's
Absolutely.
like
can.
500
Run with it.
different videos.
They've gone insane with it.
Do you know what's a really weird thing that's for some reason been making a comeback on the internet lately, which just totally came out of absolutely nowhere? Clone High. Have you been seeing all of
Yes,
the
I
Clone
guess
High
I
keep
videos?
getting videos
Why?
recommended for that.
I'm right now. I'm watching
have.
the JFK Clone High season 1 compilation. Those videos, those clips are hilarious. Oh my god! I need to watch this show. What the heck?
Apparently,
this is
me
amazing.
too. Yeah.
Apparently, YouTube thinks we should all watch it.
Apparently. I don't know
apparently.
what's going on with YouTube.
Yeah, I don't know. The
YouTube's been
algorithm's
recommending
gone.
some weird
Man,
stuff lately.
YouTube's recommended has just started going crazy since COVID.
Because we're all stuck inside watching YouTube.
You see those? Have you seen those videos that just pop up in your recommended after like 8 years, and then you look down in the comments and people are like, "Wow, why did this get recommended to me?"
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That happens so often. Why? Why YouTube? Why?
What
It's like
happened?
this video's 10 years old. Are getting some.
And then you have like the creator of the video commenting down on there. What happened?
It's like, wait, what?
Why
like,
am
I
I
made
getting
this,
ad
like,
revenue
8
from
years-
this?
I made this 8 years ago as a joke and forgot about it. What happened?
It's crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Absolutely nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Clone High is hilarious. I think I'm gonna start watching it.
Did y'all get the video I sent y'all?
Which one? The Doom one?
Yes. Oh my god.
It's so good.
I love that Doom guy just spoke in bass noise.
Yep.
And then I watched some of the person's other videos. And it's great.
Yeah.
Did they make a lot of like fake
They
stuff?
made another one with Joan of Arc and Doomslayer.
There's one where it's Lucina and Saber trapped in Dark Souls with a Minecraft Let's Player, and they have to kill the Minecraft Let's Player. And the Minecraft Let's Player is voiced by the guy who animates the videos.
That's amazing.
Christina, you and I are not so different. We are both flat. Yeah, I've seen that one. That's
What was okay? The video you showed us. What was up with the Grinch?
I know. I think he made like a different Christmas video like 2 years ago that may have played into it.
That was the strangest thing I've ever seen, man. Just the Grinch just a buff, shirtless Grinch bursts in and starts doing sped up Fortnite dances while talking in the strangest text-to-speech I've ever heard in my life.
Amazing.
And then Master Chief like busted the door at the very end.
Okay, you wake up, you're in a Doctor Who episode. And instead of the alien you're expecting showing up, it's that Grinch. What do?
Death.
Well, I guess they got a chainsaw. That seemed to work.
Yeah. You know, I think a lot of Doctor Who episodes could have been solved if they just had a chainsaw.
Probably.
Yeah. That's true.
That's how you beat the Weeping Angels. You just have a chainsaw.
Yeah.
It's like how they should have given Harry Potter a gun.
Yes. You hold up the chainsaw, rev it, and put it against the Weeping Angel's chest, and then blink.
That'd be an interesting experiment. Oh,
But they actually
did y'all
flip
hear
over
about
you.
the new Harry Potter game that's got announced?
Oh yeah.
That looks neat.
Legacy or whatever. It looks neat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Listen,
that looked really
I'm,
in-depth.
I'm down for a good Harry Potter game.
If I get to fully explore an open world Hogwarts, I will be happy.
Can I recreate the feeling I got when I played bits of Chamber of Secrets at my friend's house and got
It
really
kinda looks
scared
like it.
and got really scared whenever the prefects would find me wandering around at night and go, "Hey, you!"
Hey, you.
The most stressful thing.
Yes.
So long as they have PS1 Hagrid in there, I'm good to go. I'll play it.
Well, if they put it on the PC, there will be a mod for it. You know.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Someone will mod it in.
Someone will mod all the PS1 models into the game.
God, yes, please. Apparently, it takes place in like the 1800s.
Ooh.
Yeah, way
Just-
before.
Because hopefully it's not
Harry
just a
Potter.
rehash of Harry Potter again.
Yeah, I think they did that specifically to like get around like all of the Harry Potter stuff that
Yeah.
happens in the actual series.
Get
Make
around
our own thing
Voldemort.
now.
We don't want
Yeah.
Voldemort. We don't want all this Grindelwald crap. We want to do our own thing.
It'll be our own thing, guys.
Please, guys.
J.K. Rowling has no input on this, guys. Don't worry.
Please, guys, please just forget about J.K. Rowling's comments about how wizards crap themselves. Please,
Please,
just forget
guys.
about that.
Don't worry about it,
Please,
don't worry about it.
please.
We're not doing that. They're gonna have toilets. Don't worry.
We will have toilets. Please,
We
just
will have toilets.
just
Just
please.
Please, guys,
please
just
enjoy our game, please.
forget about Fantastic Beasts, guys. Come on,
Please,
please,
guys,
just come
forget
buy our
about
game.
forget about
Please
Johnny
just
Depp
forget
playing
about it.
Grindelwald, please.
Please, just
Dude,
don't
when I
just
when
come-
I first saw Fantastic Beasts, and then at the end it was revealed that the villain was actually Grindelwald, and Grindelwald was played by Johnny Depp, I had to cover my mouth to keep from bursting out laughing in the movie theater. It was the strangest. I don't even know why I was laughing.
It feels like how I felt when what's his face in Korra turned out to be the villain in season 2.
Oh,
What's his name? I don't even remember.
well, Tarlock 2.0.
No, the inventor guy. He turned out to be like the secret villain.
The guy,
kinda
not
organized the war.
Julie. He always talks to Julie.
Yeah. I forget it. I literally watched the series like two months ago and I can't even remember his name. it turned out to be like the best new character, and like, oops, sorry guys, guess he's the
Oops,
villain now.
He's a villain, and then the next season, he's not a villain anymore,
Guys,
guys.
he's not a
he's
villain
not a
anymore,
villain.
guys. Yeah, he broke out of prison and whatever, but like
Like,
we
I
don't
know
care,
too
you know,
many people
it's
liked
cool.
him, I guess.
Turns
Yeah,
out
like he's
people
a, you
liked
know,
him.
he's a fugitive of war, but like who even cares, right?
Who
You
cares?
know,
It's fine.
yeah. Yeah. Anything else you've been watching and or playing?
That seems to be about it, really.
Alrighty.
I will continue to play The Witcher, and at some point, I will finish Xenoblade.
Yep.
One of these days.
One of these days. Probably before Mitchell beats X.
Maybe, hopefully before Mitchell beats Breath of the Wild. Hopefully.
Yeah. That's gonna be a while.
Speaking of Breath of the Wild, you gotta beat it soon because the Hyrule Warriors prequel is coming out.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
I wish I cared about Hyrule Warriors.
I really do. It does kind of look fun.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You
think I'm still burnt out.
You mean you don't want to play a game that has absolutely no correlation whatsoever with the main series gameplay, Luke? I don't know what you mean.
What do you mean you don't want to play a game for 50 bajillion hours?
Yeah. It's almost as if I have other things to do.
Well, that seems to be about it.
Yeah, we've rambled for a while now.
We've rambled for over 2 hours.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. God, we've been talking about this so long.
Yes. Anyway, thank you, ladies, gentlemen, for listening to Talk the Plank episode, I think 7.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yes.
Bye.
See ya. Bye.
Goodbye.
It was good having you over here at the plank.
Welcome to Plank.